All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. We'd also like to give double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And we'd like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Lord's will this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. And the Wadi Abashim Shai for giving us the inspiration to come together in the spirit. And as the title reads, can you see we're at the end? All right. And, the Wadi Abashim Shai for giving us eyes to see, because if this was a question being asked to us, the answer would be yes. Mm-hmm. What's that? Matthews 13.
Oh, yeah. 13:16.
Yeah. I want to start with that real quick. Yep. And it reminds me of that song by that one guy. He said, what do you say? Tell me over and over again, my friend, how we're not on the eve of destruction.
Yeah, the eve of destruction.
Right. Yeah, can you see we're on the eve of destruction? Mm-hmm. That'd be a title too. But maybe we'll leave it like that so they don't do nothing to our video. But to you brothers and you few sincere sisters and those that'll tune into this video, the question is, can you see that we're on the eve of destruction? Right. So I want to actually get that song real quick. But are you in Matthews, brother?
Yeah, 13. Yeah. Sorry, 16 you want to get to the point, start up a little.
You can start up a little because it goes, yeah.
I'll start at verse 13. This is the book of Matthew 13 and verse 13. It says, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Right. And that's the prophecy in Isaiah 6.
Yep.
So we have now and are understanding that this whole thing is spiritual. See, Christianity doesn't touch on that topic, even though the act of faith, which is something that can't be seen unless it's by works, is what? That's spiritual. Mm-hmm. I believe in an invisible God. I haven't seen God, but I just feel he's real. Yep. So that is a spiritual aspect that people identify when it comes to, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But it goes further than just a feeling. Can you hear it?
Right.
Can you see it? And only if the Lord allows you to see it, okay? Yep. The Lord, and even with heathens, if the Lord allows you to get a prophetic dream, like what's my man, Balaam?
Yeah, Balaam.
Balaam, he was allowed to see. Rahab was allowed to see. Yep. So people can have the ability to see truth. But in these end times, the question's being asked to who the truth is for, the Israelites. So as an Israelite, as a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, those scattered abroad according to the diaspora, can you see we're at the end?
Right.
And majority of our people can't see.
Yep.
And we have to realize that when interacting with people. So your speech changes. Even though you brothers may have the perfect precept to cut them or the perfect answer, you have to first ask yourself, even if I tell it to this person, will they hear what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
That's when you learn not to cast your pearls among swine.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
Verse 14, and it says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing ye shall hear, and they shall not understand.
And what'd you say earlier? Jake can't say they haven't heard.
Yeah.
Because now you have Jake's doing skits of relativity of what Hebrew Israelites, and people find it funny because they deal with them.
Right.
See, all these people, you brothers, I say Shalom Akim Yahbashim Shai Bashim Kargadas Barkathum. I see the brothers on there, GMS Virgin Island, Shalom brother, the brother Bayan Yasharala. You brothers go out, you brothers see it. And think about all the people that drive by that you made eye contact with, that don't speak to you, that don't talk to you. Trust and believe that they are aware of you just as you're aware of them. And their only outlet to talk about you is when somebody else brings it up in a scoffing, mocking, comical manner. Yep. And then that's when they express their opinion on it. Okay? So that's what we see now. It's being fulfilled. When you see people's comments on these videos and they say, oh, man, they be on Lennox and Fifth.
Yep.
So but they don't understand, They don't understand, but trust and believe they see, but they don't understand what they see.
They see, but they don't perceive it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Like a woman, she can't see the good man in front of her.
Right.
Hey, well, that's not our problem then.
Right.
Keep being that good man. That's not your problem, brothers. Your problem, your prerogative, your problem isn't to convince these people. You are here to be the ambassador, to be the light. We are walking in what was supposed to be in the beginning. Remember, it said, create man in our image.
Yes.
So we are here to be in the image of Yahweh Shem Shine. That's it.
Yep.
And if they can't see, that's their problem.
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
And if we're going through a little bit of shit right now, so what? We got eternity.
Right.
Anything that you're going through as a man, just know that you have eternity to live it to the fullest.
Mm-hmm. And then some.
And then some. Ooh, and then
and
some.
that's one thing too, because the scriptures say, "Don't speak your wisdom into the ears of fools."
Right.
So it's not meant for them. It's not meant for them.
Yep.
You see.
Yep.
Matthew 13:14, it says, "And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, By hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall perceive, and shall not perceive."
What did Paul say? He dealt with that. He said, earthly things.
Yeah,
carnal.
1 Corinthians 3.
Yeah, I got to speak.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, carnal things for you to get it,
right,
understand it.
Keep going.
For this, verse 15, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing.
Right, and that's what you're dealing with, and that's what we're seeing. Okay, that people have dull of hearing. They can't hear. A sound of battles in the land.
Yep.
You know, they can't hear the fish gates mourning.
Yep.
You know, they can't hear the creeping in of inflation. You know, they can't hear these things, but you know what they will hear? They'll hear when Esau says peace and safety, but then sudden destruction. See, so they have selective hearing. They hear what they want to hear. You know,
and it says,
so if they have selective hearing, then they also have selective sight.
Oof.
You know,
and it says, and that's bad for them.
And then it's gonna be I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah.
And then when you see it to believe it, it could be too late. You know,
and then you know prophets have been among you.
Exactly. And that's why Yahweh Shai said, blessed are they which have not seen and believe.
Right.
So we've not seen the MOTB fulfilled, but we believe. We've not seen Babylon be destroyed by thermonuclear, but we believe. We've not seen that we've been delivered, but we believe. And the things that we can't see are eternal. See? So can you see the end? We see the end.
Yeah. Well, it says that these prophecies are going to start speaking. The Habakkuk.
Yeah.
It says the end is going to come, but it's going to speak.
Well, let's get that, and then let's go to Matthew 24 after, because I want to talk about days of Noah a lot.
Okay. Yep.
Y'all know, this is a Bud Light situation.
Yep. All right. So this.
If you catch our drift. Now finish this.
Oh, finish. My bad. Yep. Back in Matthew 13:15, and it says, start at the top. It says, "For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them."
Right. So if Jake was allowed to see, if they're allowed to hear, they will be converted.
Right.
And that's what happened with us. Matter of fact, let's go on that. Let's focus on us and the brothers in the ministry. Let's go to is that 1 Corinthians 12 or is that Ephesians, where you were once Gentiles in the flesh?
I believe
2 and 12.
Ephesians, right?
Yeah, Ephesians 2 and 12. Because we were in this position, right?
Yep. This Ephesians 2 and verse 12.
Start at 11.
It's verse 11. It says, "Wherefore remember."
So we got to remember. So now that we've been awoken, we're not putting ourselves on a high horse. It actually puts us more humbler.
Yeah.
It makes us more grateful because we deal with a lot of dull of hearing, dullards, blockheads, as the scriptures say. We deal with our people like that, and we see what we could be like. You know how many times I deal with people that they may have some characteristics I had in the world, and I think, man, Tawadi Abashimar Shai, that you didn't lead me to this ruin,
right,
and turn me into that. You could have a next door neighbor, and you be like, man, that could have been me.
Yep.
Remember Bebe Kids when Robin was at the bar at the end, and the dude drunk and he fell down. He realized this could be me. I gotta go back.
Yep.
I gotta go back. Right.
Yep.
So we think about those things, and that keeps us what? Afraid, thankful, grateful, fearful, humble. So let's read that again, and not proud over our own people that the Lord hasn't awoken yet.
Right, exactly.
Because all Israel still will be in the kingdom, but each one has their position. Now, some are more wicked than the others. We get that, but we're just talking about it in general. You'll actually meet some Jakes that they may be cool. That's why you hear El Pastor be like, even that cool uncle.
Yeah.
You have that cool uncle, but he don't got the ears to hear.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
It says, that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh,
Yep, mind.
who are called uncircumcision.
But we still have a God that is a God to the uncircumcision in faith.
Right.
We were the uncircumcision that Paul was speaking about in Romans. That was us, brothers. We all were there. You know, I didn't have a beard in the world, believe it or not. I did things that were uncommonly, you see. But the Lord always was dealing with us because we still had that like conspiracy theory spirit.
Yeah, no,
we weren't fully just niggas, you know, like we still was like, yo,
still questioning.
Yeah, like, yo, watch your government.
Yeah,
you know,
so-called woke.
Yeah,
see, yeah, conscious, if you will.
We had a zeal.
Yeah,
but not according to knowledge. We needed that knowledge. So now we got that knowledge. We see that the knowledge is only given to an elect few,
right?
Like it says in Colossians, not mere mortals. You know, the mystery's been hid from ages.
Yep.
So not everyone can see that we're at the end because the end is a mystery. No man knows a time, hour, or day. That makes it a mystery.
It truly is. And that's why it says this is mystery Babylon. So it makes sense why it's a mystery.
Yep.
You know, it says that the Lord is not going to do nothing, but he showed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Keyword servants.
Right.
The prophets.
Right.
You know?
Back in Ephesians 2:11, it says, who were called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands. This that at that time ye were without Yahushua Mashiach.
Now let's peep that. It says it didn't say we were without the law. It said we were without Yahushua.
Right.
Now when you read Romans 3, that's what Paul's talking about. Not just the law. He's talking about you being brought back through Yahushua.
Right.
That's what saved us. That's what saved us as being Israelites, is the fact that Yahushua was our sacrifice, and people don't understand that significance that Yahushua plays in the Hebrew Israelite custom,
right,
and the Hebrew Israelites' legacy, in their culture, in their destiny, in their nation. That's what it's all about. So we now understand that. We take it more serious, and it's not just, oh, you're an Israelite, I'm an Israelite. Now it's an Israelite party. No,
right.
Now that's when it begins. Being that Gentiles, where you are on vacation. Now you have laws. And guess what? Even Paul said how Gentiles are under the law. We're all under sin. So this is why and that proves that Christians ain't even real servants. They not tripping.
At all.
They're not tripping.
At all, bro.
They're not tripping. Keep going.
And it says, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise.
That's why there's laws about strangers sojourning in. And if we were a stranger that didn't get circumcised, guess what they would do? They would circumcise us. Yeah. You see?
And it says, having no hope, but Yahushua gave us that hope.
Yep.
You see, that's why we repent in Yahushua.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
Right now we're under grace. We're not under the law.
Exactly.
That's why Yahushua says that John 8 says, now you are free.
Yep.
Talking about Jakes that were, basically under the law, because the law is grievous.
Yep.
You see?
But we don't make void the law.
Exactly, right. And it says, having no hope and without the Most High in the world, but now in Yahushua Mashiach, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Yahushua.
Talking about us being scattered.
Right.
See? And we're getting ready to enter what? A great gathering. And this is what the end is going into. The end of a heathen's reign, the end of Israel in captivity, the end of confusion. The end of Gentile Israelites, no more confusion of face, meaning we will know who we are. Because that what proves that confusion of face, like the apostle says, going in about not knowing who you are.
Being shamefaced.
The confusion of face.
Yeah.
Precept goes with that. Where the Lord will take away the covering cast.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because the covering cast is all these fake, weird identification marks.
Yeah.
And look at what has happened, how people identify themselves. It went from saying I'm black, you're white, to I'm they and you're them.
Yep.
Now let's go. Did we finish Matthew?
No, we got
bless your eyes, and then go to what we say in Habakkuk.
Habakkuk 2.
It shall speak.
Yep.
And then from there, Matthew's 24 about the days of Noah and Lot.
Yep.
Because look at how the identity has changed.
Gotcha.
To now it's just changed to being identified as evil.
Yes.
Yep. So back in Matthew,
because Esau got the whole world in his hands.
Yep.
The whole world's evil.
Well, what's that song? He's got the whole world
in his hands.
Yep.
Esau's fucking evil, man.
Yep.
Back in Matthew 13:16, it says, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear."
Right, and you brothers and sisters, it's a blessing if you're catching hell through Babylon and you feel like just crap. You got to think about what you got blessed with.
Mhm.
You're blessed that you can see we're at the end. You're blessed to see you're in captivity. You're blessed to see you're an Israelite. You're blessed to see that you're supposed to call on your God and your Savior, and by that name, like it says in John, blessed are they to call upon the Lord. So there's a lot of things we're blessed for that we can meditate upon instead of just thinking about the things we're cursed for.
Exactly.
All right, and we're at the end. Better is the end of a thing.
The beginning.
It said through the Spirit we titled it. Can you see we're at the end? Better is the end that we can see than the beginning. Better is the end of the finish line than when you start.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Ask a woman pregnant. Better is the end of that birth than the beginning of it.
Right. Exactly. Yep. Oh, Habakkuk.
Yeah.
Habakkuk 2, starting at the top, and it says, verse 1: I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
And that's another thing. The Lord makes this plain. But what's the scripture say? It's plain to the righteous.
Yes.
Let me get that.
Stumbling block unto the wicked.
Yeah. Plain to the righteous. Just a second. Well, let's put that in first. Stumbling block to the wicked. There we go. I might need to put an A. I got it.
Okay.
Sirach 39:24. As his ways are plain unto the holy. So if you can plainly see this, humbly speaking, you have to admit that you are holy. And what does that mean? Meaning your mind and your knowledge of what you deem as wisdom has now become holy and not unholy like Babylon's wisdom.
Right, exactly.
So our mind is becoming single, like our eyes becoming single, meaning we have turned from being open-minded. And that's what makes you holy. When you go into a construction site or you're a plumber, nobody wants to deal with a broken open valve. You want it closed and secure and sealed.
Right.
See? And it says, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So the words that we speak, even though we're not laying a stumbling block before our neighbor, the wisdom itself is a stumbling block. And why? Because Yahweh Shai is that stumbling block.
Yeah.
Then it say,
a stone of offense.
Yep. Let's grab that. Stone of stumbling.
Yeah. It's like a rock of offense, right?
Matthew 21:43. Yeah, well, here's First Peter's. It says, I got a few. First Peter's 2:8. It says, and a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense. See?
Oh, yeah.
So Yahweh Shai himself is a stumbling block to the wicked. And that's why Jay couldn't receive him.
Yep.
So Jay can't receive Yahweh Shai. That's a tall tale. They're wicked. If you got Jake calling on Christ and not Yahweh Shai, that's a tall tale that they're wicked. It says, even to them which are stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. See? So they were appointed to this. You got something?
Yeah, just a line back in that. This is Romans 9:33. Yep, and starting at verse 32.
Gotcha.
Romans 9:32, it says, wherefore, because they sought it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law, for they stumbled at the stumbling stone.
So that's the problem right there. They're doing it through the law.
Right. Yep.
So we're in the end times, and you got Jake still trying to make it just through the law, and not through grace, and not through faith, and not through hope that they were predestinated.
Right.
We're at the end. You should be hoping that you've been predestinated for this.
Right.
And not because you just put pork down and now you're in the race to the running.
Man.
You got Muslim Jakes that put pork down.
Exactly.
Well, brother, they're not doing it for Christ. Well, neither are we.
Right.
We're not doing this for Christ. We're doing this for our salvation, to our servitude of our God and our Savior.
Right. Exactly.
And we're supposed to be living by the law regardless. Keep going.
Verse 33 says, as it is written, behold, I lay in Zion a stumbling stone and a rock of offense.
Now, why not in the world?
Right.
Why just in Zion? Because this is only for Zion.
Right.
Why would he just and that's another thing, man. These Gentiles, low key, you act like you just getting on scot-free. I'm just a Gentile. I didn't know nothing. You were wrong. You didn't do nothing. So now I'm just here.
And it says, and whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed.
There you go.
And that's who? Yahweh Shai.
And now is a time more than ever to be believing.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Because
you got a lot of Jakes that don't believe on Yahweh Shai.
Exactly.
See?
Let's keep going to Habakkuk.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right. So you can't say, oh, Jesus 2023.
Exactly right.
You know, you can't. And then somebody says, oh, well, what about 2000? Well, what about 2000? What about, why don't y'all talk about how they asked if they were going to restore the kingdom back then?
Right.
That ain't wicked.
All right.
So it wasn't wicked for us to believe that the kingdom of heaven was going to be restored to Israel back in Rome. That was okay.
Right.
But because that when we got reawoken, like Yahushua said, they shall seek me and not find me, that got fulfilled, and now they're wicked and they're false.
Well, it says that we're hastening the day of Yahushua.
Exactly.
What's wrong? Come on, man. We're in captivity waiting for our Lord and Savior.
So every day you want to get released.
Exactly.
Like if it happened right now, there'd be no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be no but waits. There'd be no, well, I wanted. There's nothing on our bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
We're dead. We don't have a bucket list. We're dead to this world, as the scriptures say. We're literally waiting every day for prophecy to come to pass to be delivered. You know?
Yep. Back in Habakkuk 2 and 3,
it says that we're lambs to the slaughter. Every day we get killed. There's always something going on, man, that we need to be delivered from. You know?
And it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right. So now it's speaking, which I feel like we should hold this and kind of build off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now from there, let's no pun intended, transition to Matthew 24. Because it says it shall speak, but what's speaking? Days of Noah.
Yep.
Days of Lot. I feel like that's a synopsis of what we want to talk. Because that was pretty much the angle we wanted to go into for this lesson.
Yes. Because
everywhere you turn, it's a Moesha.
Yes.
Everywhere you turn now, the program, everything. But that's because it's the Days of Lot. And it's a lot. But you can start at 36.
Matthew 24?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 36. And it says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man.
Right. Going back, it said, well, what did it say in Habakkuk?
It said, the vision tarrieth.
Yeah. It says a vision is for appointed time. See? So no man knows it because it's for an appointed time.
And it says, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father Yahweh only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Not right. Now, what does that mean? That means that people were living their lives all the way up into the end of the world.
Yeah.
Okay? The end of an age. Because world is can mean cosmos, oinkomene, or eon. So an eon meaning an age. So in the days of Noah, people were eating, drinking. Oh, 1 Corinthians 7, cares of the world, because there are women, right? Being distracted, okay? Drowned out by the lust and the cares of this world all the way until the end of an age. Mm-hmm. So this happened already, okay? In creation, people are doing what they're doing right now. They already did it before. So why are we to trip? Like, look at y'all.
Right, exactly.
They already were doing that.
It's prophecy anyway.
It was prophecy. And then they were tripping when that first rain dropped.
Oh, yeah.
They thought somebody might have spit on them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Somebody spilled a drink. No, that's from above.
Right.
I ain't do that. Did you spit in my drink? Nigga, no. No, that's rain.
Yeah, yep.
That was rain. Right?
Yeah.
You got some?
Well, actually, I got the days a lot, but it's in Luke, though.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Good.
This one goes about Noah and the days of lot.
Good. That's good. Yeah. Luke's 17?
Yeah. Luke 17, starting at verse 26. And it says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives.
They married wives, more than one.
They were given in marriage.
So ultimately, in the end days, people are given into the flesh more. Yep. That's why we battle the flesh more now, because there's a heightened spirit to keep people distracted and keeping them in this delusional state.
Yeah. Yep.
The partying, the clubbing, the women, the grabbing. Man, I gotta get this girl.
Yep.
I gotta get this bag. This is the mindset that are upon people, Israelites, heathens, right? In the days before an end of an age. And that's what we're entering into, the end of an age. Matter of fact, since I said that, check this song out. Eve of Destruction by my man Barry McGuire. Check this song out. If you into oldies like I am, you know, and not into this new stuff, look at this. Let me read a little lyrics for you real quick. It says the Eastern world is exploding. Where's the third war gonna happen? In the East. Violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. You don't believe in war, but what's that gun you're toting? And even the Jordan River has bodies floating. And now what's that? The least of the flock shall draw them out.
Yep.
But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, how you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Wow. See, he made a song saying, you gonna tell me with the guns loading, bodies floating, bombs blowing, we ain't on the eve of destruction?
Yep.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly.
His eye twitching, you see? But real quick, go back to Matthew 13 and 17. We didn't finish.
Matthew 13 and verse 17.
And since we could see it, guess what Yahushua said to us, brothers? And to us, for you few sisters. Guess what Yahushua said to us? Read that, brother.
Matthew 13 and 17, it says, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
See?
Yep.
So that's a blessing, because what we're seeing and what we're hearing were desired by our forefathers back then, which is ultimately what? Us.
Exactly.
So we're seeing our desires that we wanted to see back then. You see that, brothers? What we want right now, we wanted back then, and now we're getting to see it. We're seeing the fall of our enemies within and without. Wicked false prophets within, false wicked teachers without. We're literally seeing what we've desired to been see. There's 9 things that I'll utter in my heart to make a man happy, and the 10th I'll utter in speech. We're seeing it now. Let me go back to my man Barry.
Downfall of my enemies.
Yep. He said, don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Can't you feel the fears I'm feeling today? Right. Can't you feel it? Right. You can feel it. It's different out here.
Yes.
It's different out here. It's leery. It's eerie. And I ain't walking by the canal. It's different now. It says, if the button is pushed, there's no running away.
Wow. What's that says in Ezekiel? They shall think an evil thought.
Yep. Then you go to the unwalled villages.
Yep.
It says, there be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around you, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, how do you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction? That's where we're at with it. You know? That's literally where we're at with it. What you got, brother? Back in Luke?
Yeah, yep. Back in Luke 17 and verse 27, it says they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot.
And we read days of Lot, Genesis 19.
Yeah,
we read about how sick that was, and guess what? The days of Lot is a spirit. All right, meaning the Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah,
that's a spirit that people fall into, because the Benjamites fell into that.
Yeah,
you know, this overly crazed sex spirit, which is 2 Ezra 5. Real quick, let's grab that. Yep. Incontinency. Yep. This is why everyone's like. That's why everyone gyrating. All these women, I ain't never see it this much.
Yeah, it's gotten out of hand.
2 Ezra 5 and
Let's see. Got it. In verse 10.
Got it, yep.
It says, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth.
Right. And the word incontinency means goes into uncontrollable. But not only uncontrollable, but uncontrollable in your bowels.
Yes.
Sexual desire. This is why there's this high level influx of just people on the bus and the trains and the clubs, you know, everywhere you go. You know, don't go on World Star anymore.
Yeah.
You know, now the porn and all that, that's on Instagram. That's on Facebook now.
Yep.
You know, that's on YouTube now. All right. On a high scale, because this is the spirit that they were in before it end. Okay. And when in the days of Lot, the destruction was so heavy that even his own daughters thought it was the end of the world. You know?
Yep. Back in Luke 17 and verse 28, and it says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sowed, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom.
Well, look at now. They drank. Well, now you can't drink Bud Light because of the days of Lot.
Right.
You can't wear North Face because of the days of Lot.
Shit.
Target is a Target because of the days of Lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No? You brothers see it, man. Okay? We're not even going to pull it up because it's so high level that just like in the days of Lot, we'll get attacked.
Yes.
Remember when Lot spoke about it? There was like, get out the way, I'll do to you, we're going to do to him.
Yeah.
So now we're under attack, speaking out. We're a prey. Let's get to Isaiah 59.
In verse
What's that, 15? Yeah. Pray.
Let me see. He that so the Lord become a prey.
Yeah. I think it's 59
Let me see.
and 19.
Becomes a prey.
No, I'm tripping. That's
the standard.
Yeah.
Isaiah 59 and verse 15.
There it is.
Yep. That's it. I got it right here.
Yep.
This Isaiah 59 and verse 15. It says, "Yea, true faileth."
Start at 13.
13. Got you.
Or matter of fact, start at 12.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah 59 and verse 12. It says, "For our transgressions are multiplied up before thee."
For the Lord, are they not? And Jake not Isaiah 3 and 9 show their sin as Sodom?
Yes. Very perverse.
Jake's the front face.
Yes. It says,
which makes sense why in the days of Noah the sons of God got destroyed.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because Jake, man. Oh man, it says that they surpass the deeds of the wicked.
Yep.
Verse 12 it says, "And our sins testify against us, for our transgressions are with us, and as for our iniquities we know them. And transgression and lying against the Lord, and departing away from our God, speaking oppression and revolt, conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood."
Like right now. That's the spirit Jake's in right now. Jake believed that on a certain date they were going to get superpowers. You know, remember that? The whole superpower thing on Instagram.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, and that day about the planets and stuff.
Yep. There's all types of falsehood that Jake's into, man. And these last days. We're in the end days and look what people are focused on. But they got to be like this.
Yeah.
These are the details of what would befall people's characteristics in the last days, and especially Jake. Mm-hmm. You know?
Verse 14, "And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standing afar off."
See, there ain't no justice. This is why we get mad. This is why you get indignant. This is why when you get around people and look how they react, there's more people that don't know each other that will band together for wickedness, that will stand up for righteousness.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with. You can't even play an honest game of basketball with Jake in these days. Then he'll blatantly knock it out and say, "Our ball."
Yep.
"Our ball, word up."
Yep.
You know, because there's these end day spirits that are on them and they're not leaving. Remember, it said, "How long, Lord, till the cities be wasted?"
Yeah.
So Jake is going to be possessed to be a demon until he's destroyed with the city. Until the evil angels go back to the Father.
Shit.
Or jump on someone else.
Ooh.
They're on you, man. And Esau know a little bit about that. They're showing horror movies. They say it's attached itself to you.
Yeah, yep.
That's a real thing.
Yeah. Like the movie with Denzel's called Fallen.
Exactly.
They show you that.
Exactly.
Back in Isaiah 59 and verse 14, "And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off, for truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter."
Truth is fallen. That's why the Lord had controversy.
Right.
Remember, the Lord said he's only going to hold his tongue for so long.
Yep.
We could see that we're at the end. All right, keep going.
Verse 15, it says, "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey."
Right, and that's why I said in 2 Corinthians 5 that the iniquity shall abound.
Right.
Remember, because we read the one about the incontinency, but in I think it's above it or below it, but it says iniquity shall abound. Means it's gonna get worse.
Yes.
So it's getting worse.
It has gotten worse.
You ain't gonna find a wife out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Unless the Lord is dealing with her, don't be out here trying to find one of these women, man.
Exactly.
Because you're gonna kiss a woman and wake up tomorrow, her ass is on World Star. You right though? You can't.
Man.
You can't, bro. You gotta wait on the Lord, man. This place is finished.
Yeah.
The morals, everything. But these are the days they're supposed to be like this. So these people are showing you their missile food.
Yeah.
They're showing you they're missing food. So let their ass be pounding in the grizzle, man. Let them be. Let them alone. What profit does light and darkness have together?
Right. Well, it says that there's scum.
Yeah.
It's that in Ezekiel going in about the missiles. They're just
Fuel for the fire.
Yeah, the water.
Fuel for the fire. Let them alone, man. If you can see we're at the end, that should change your choices and what you're doing. You know what? I'm good. I thought I wanted to go on and I'm good, man.
Right.
I got bills to pay. This ain't worth it.
Yep.
You really get like that. Where you be like, you know what? I'm straight. I must go home. Real shit. You'll really get like that.
And it says, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
So the Lord,
Right, exactly.
this is displeasing to the Lord that the righteous are crying out. Oh, now we need second Ezra, where it says, the righteous crying to me.
Got you. I know.
15.
Yep. Second Ezra 15 and verse.
Is that 8?
Let me see. Verse.
No. Oh, well, yeah.
Yep. Verse 8.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 7. Second Ezra 15 and verse 7. Therefore said the Lord.
You really start at 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Second Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Why? Because the whore got the earth drunken.
Yep.
The kings of the earth, right?
Mhm.
Days of Noah, days of Lot. Now that pollution is spread,
Yep. Poisonous.
Yep.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And that proves too that you don't want to drink Esau's wine, because look at it. That the Bud Light is a tall tale of what Esau wine consists of.
Yes.
You wouldn't realize it, but he's giving you a concoction to drink, meaning what he's teaching you take in,
Mhm.
and that shit turns you out.
Right.
It turns you out, man. That's why Yahweh Shai's wine was more preferred.
Right. Yep.
We're sipping Yahweh Shai's wine right now in the spirit.
Right.
Like, nah, I'm good on that. I'm good on that Bud Light beer, Trevor.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is,
Yep.
We're good on that. Days of Lot water.
Don't get me drunk off that.
Right. I don't want the waters of Days of Lot. I don't want the wells of the days of Noah.
Hell no. Verse 8, it said, verse 7, it says, therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness,
See?
which they profanely
See?
commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things.
Yeah, this shit is wicked. It ain't discreet.
Yeah.
Women half naked at the beach, a piece of floss between her
Got
ass.
a vagina out
Literally shaking it. And we ain't supposed to be pissed off?
Whole clitoris is out.
Adultery all-time high.
You got babies being pushed to be transformed to the opposite sex.
Come on, you can't see we're at the end of an age?
Come on,
This
man.
is the end of age. The way that they are living this lifestyle, society cannot function.
Mm-hmm.
You can't function as a society if everyone's partying, fucking
Right.
drinking, man.
Exactly.
You can't. Who's gonna work? Who's gonna work? The guys discarded to the side. They're the ones that go in the sewers.
Yep.
They're the ones that fix electricity problems so that you can be in the dance hall.
Yep.
They're the ITs and the techs and the engineers. These people ain't building buildings,
Mm-mm.
but they're going in and we got to shut the club down. They ain't doing nothing for your society. Let's talk from a society standpoint. They're demonizing Andrew Tate. You want to demonize? Hey, let's talk about the problems that have been going on.
Yeah.
Don't just try to put me as the front face of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's real issues that as a society you need to address, but they're all being distracted. This is a plan, man.
Yes, most definitely. And then you just had Biden fall again, so that right there is a big omen to show that to show that Babylon is done.
Yeah, he dove.
Yeah.
That man dove like it was a 4th down at the Super Bowl
at the 1 yard line.
At the one, he did what Marshawn wanted to do.
Yeah. Back in 2 Ezra 15 and 8, and it says, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
Are we not crying?
Yeah.
Are we not saying, Lord, keep going?
And the souls of the just complain continually.
That's right. And we're constantly complaining because this ain't right. Here it is. You call me an American. Well, I came and raised a family here.
Yes.
I said the other day, man, a man can't have nothing here, man. A man can't have nothing here. Everything he got here is under attack.
Man can have it. He can't even have a good beer.
Can't have a good beer.
You gotta transform her and
or a wife.
Shit. Oh my goodness.
She got to go to work now. Now someone else raising the kids. Then you got the work husband or a nigga always in her ear, And that's another thing too. Get away from me with all this gather all Israel. Israel ain't all Israel, man.
Exactly.
They ain't right. They ain't right. I see where Furious came from in the Boys of the Hood, but I also see where the cop came from.
Exactly.
Hey, it's too shame you can't see it, brother. Nick, you can't see the wicked niggas. You dope boy live across street.
Right. From you.
And monster around the corner. So what you talking about? We got to get rid of 2/3. This is a blessing, man. Seeing the end is a blessing. Seeing the end is it's gonna end things. All right. We all got horror stories of dealing with Jake. First, you got to learn dealing with Esau. Then you got to deal with Jake. We don't got to deal with that no more.
Yeah.
You ain't got to take the long way home no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit.
Damn, man. We
Jake,
gotta get out of here, man.
Jake, we gotta get out of here.
That's why how Shai said, what's that? Matthew 24. He said, no flesh shall be saved.
No felt.
You know, that's why we gotta be delivered, because if this place were to keep going on, we'll be through. We need Yahushua. You see?
Yep.
Back in 2 Ezra 15 in verse 9, it says, and therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
There you go. That's what we're waiting on. Did we finish Luke?
Nope.
Let's finish Luke, and we'll probably wrap it up after that.
All right. Back in Luke 17 and verse 28, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven.
Hey, let's ask a question. How many people lived in Sodom and Gomorrah?
Good question.
Just curious. About 40,000. Oh, no. It's something different. Okay, so they don't got hundreds of thousands of people. In the city of Sodom and Gomorrah lived hundreds of thousands of people.
Damn.
So that's a lot of death.
And Babylon has millions of people.
That's a lot of death.
Shit.
Oh, the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's right.
So it ended on there.
And it says, verse 29, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone.
Key word, the day that Lot went out.
Right.
But he shall be saved out of
That's
it.
Right.
You know?
That's right. And it says, and destroyed them all, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
There you go. So can you see that we're at the end? Can you see that we're at the end of destruction, man? I'm going to grab a couple precepts off the comment board. Much appreciated to you, beloved brothers. Yep. Now, real quick, I saw look at this. Psalms 37. Go here. It says, mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Right. So at the end of the day, we want to be marked as a perfect man to have our end be peace.
Right.
It says, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together.
That's right.
The end of the wicked shall be cut off. And that's what we need. We need wickedness to be cut off, because we are trying to the best of our ability in the chains of darkness to be right, even in the midst of a perverse and crooked world, a crooked nation, you know, where you could jump into anything right now.
Yes.
But if the Lord's dealing with you, guess what? Even the wicked will tell you to leave. If the Lord is dealing with you, even the wicked would be like, man, you gotta get up out of here, man. This ain't for you.
Yep.
You heard what she told Charles Barkley? Be gone.
Yeah.
You was a foe. You was a fake.
Yep.
So the Lord protects us. Well, we don't got to be amongst this, you know. So brothers don't have to feel so pressured. You know, you ain't missing out on nothing. So it's kind of your blessing that you don't even care what's going on out there. You report it, you're aware of it, and you keep it pushing, you know. So Lord, you good, brother?
Yeah, I'm good.
You know, so Lord's will, you brothers and few sincere sisters were edified through the Spirit as we were. And we just want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. We'd also like to give double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And we'd also want to say peace and safety to the Lord's elect. We're at the end. And Barakatah Yahweh Shai, that we could see that we're at the end. With that being said, Shalom.